Hi, everyone. It's Mindy. Here it is. I'll put my name up. It's Mindy from Midday Plays Live. Thanks again for you guys joining us. I appreciate it. I had a wonderful birthday. Thank you. You guys wrote lots of comments on the screen here for me to see this morning. I do appreciate that. A little bit stuffy. Maybe too much food and drink. I mean, who knows, right? But yeah, I had a great time. I have lots of food for leftovers. I didn't quite finish, all of my hibachi. So I'm excited to get to lunch again after this show. But I didn't get to see too much for sports last night. So let me know how you guys did. Always like to see how well the chat did. And also give me some plays. Also, let me know which games you're kind of interested in. And maybe we can make sure that we get to feature those here on the show. But before we get started, make sure you minimize the chat. Go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe to Tony's channel if you haven't done so yet. Also, hit the bell. Click on the notifications so you never miss when we go live. Tiffany unfortunately can't make it. She's home with sick kids here today. It's probably all of my, issues, right? I know lots of folks are sick out there. So everyone take care, drink lots of fluids, get lots of rest, all the things that I don't normally do, right? But yeah, please make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe. Also, make sure you get on over to tonyspicks.com. I can kind of show you what that looks like. So even though I wasn't really paying attention, had a decent night yesterday. Went 6-1, made it up there on the 7-day leaderboard. And of course, Daniel is over there for the last 30 days along with Tiffany. So trying to keep pace with those folks. Today, I'm going to go ahead and have a 5-pack of plays in the NHL, a guaranteed best bet in the NFL. Of course, we're going to go over that. And of course, I'll be in on the NBA playoffs. I am, though, excited for when this tournament gets over, so I can start playing totals again, because I do feel like these folks are skewing my numbers, and I don't like it very much. But yeah, make sure you get over to tonyspicks.com. It's real easy, right? You can just go ahead and find your favorite capper and click on them, or you can go down here to where all of the packages are. So you can see, like right now, Nick, he has a guaranteed profit of $45, meaning that if you don't win his 3-pack, you get your money back in the form of credits. So you can go ahead and purchase again. And you can see Joseph also has a best bet for this Thursday night football game. You can find all of the best bets. You can find all of the $15 picks. You can see Tony has one. So the best bets you can put at any price. And then we also have a special $15 pick, right? So you can see our VIP has one, Ramon has one, Daniel has one, and you can find all of the 3-packs. And then, of course, the props. Let's see if anyone has any props in here for today. Ben does. That's for sure. So you can get his NFL player props package in there as well. And again, whenever you purchase any of these items, make sure you use the promo code TonyT at checkout. It is exclusive for you guys watching this show today, or any of Tony's shows, I should say. Hello to Thomas. Thanks, Thomas. I did have a good birthday. Thank you for the birthday wishes. So yeah, I guess we could get on to some things, right? How about some NBA? How about the NBA? So yeah, I mean, there's just the 2 games here today. Kind of what I'm looking at here is the Bucks. I like the Bucks on the money line. It's one of those I'm not quite sure if they cover, right? I kind of like the Pacers here to cover the spread. So it's kind of maybe up to you what you're looking at, what you like to do. If you're having something in a parlay, right? You could take the Bucks on the money line, or you can take the Pacers plus 5.5 plus 6. And I think that's kind of the way to go. I think this one is going to go down to the wire. We know that the Pacers can score. We know that the Bucks can score. But the Bucks are dangerous at home. If anywhere they're going to play good, it's going to be at home. So I think it should be a good one. And make sure you notate the time. It's at 4 p.m. Central. So a little bit odd starting time there today. And then there's an 8 o'clock game. That would be the Pelicans and the Lakers. Again, this one should be a good one. I kind of feel like, Anthony Davis is hard to guard underneath, but you got a guy like Williamson that I think can be, match up pretty well. I kind of feel like if you can kind of keep, Davis down, I think the Pelicans can get this one. So I will be taking the Pelicans at about +2 here today. I know the Lakers are hard to beat at home. I know Reeves has been pretty much on fire, but I like this Pelicans team. I like how they've been meshing. I'm going to take the Pelicans here today. So those are my picks. So hopefully, you guys agree, or if not, that's okay too. But I give you a couple little bit of options on where I think this game goes. All right. So hockey. How about hockey? I feel like I need to, write up a couple banners here while I'm setting because I didn't really prepare too much for that. So let's go ahead here. I'll put them up on the screen so you can kind of see them. But I have some puck line parlays that I think that I really like here today. It's going to be on the Senators and then Senators. If I could type right, Senators, Blue Jackets, the Lightning, and the Wild. So if you guys want to go ahead and, if you want to go ahead and do something tonight, if you want to take a look at some of these higher big, money line parlays or something you want to add to some other same game parlays, something like that. These are kind of what I'm looking at. These are all puck line plays here. So these are the +1.5. I like the Senators +1.5 versus the Maple Leafs. I like the Blue Jackets probably to go ahead and win this one outright. It's a +153 if you like to play that one just on the money line. Otherwise, a -55 if you're just looking at the Blue Jackets. Lightning, I kind of feel like they have a good chance of winning this one, but definitely like them on the puck line at +1.5. And then, of course, the Canucks, I think might win it, but I do like the Wild on the puck line. So it's one of those that even though I have the Canucks winning on the money line, I don't have them quite in the modeling getting the final score, but I have the Canucks based off of basically like talent and coaching, right? And then I have the Wild +1.5. So basically, I'm saying if there's going to be an upset, it's going to be in this Wild game, or it's going to be something like with the Senators with the Maple Leafs. So those are my two that I would kind of put on, say, upset, right? So Senators, Blue Jackets, Lightning, and Wild puck line parlay. If you're interested in that one. Otherwise, kind of what I would be looking at is, I'll make another one here, is the Bruins and the Red Wings and the Kings. And this could be something that maybe you go ahead and add, right, to that puck line parlay that you just had there too. So I'm looking at the Bruins, the Red Wings, and the Kings. So you could go ahead and maybe add this to that puck line parlay if you're interested, but these are ones that I feel pretty good that they're going to go ahead and win these outright. And if you want to go ahead and put these three together, that would be great as well. Otherwise, some of the ones that I'm kind of looking at is the Stars. I think they go ahead and get it done here tonight. Looking at the Ducks and Avalanche there as well. All right. So that's kind of some of my hockey. I feel like I don't want to quite, give you all the picks here today. I want to say hi to Jamal Jones. Good to see you. Thanks so much for joining us. And then, of course, the game that you guys all want to cover, right? I know this is it. This is the one that you want to get to today. I feel like, why are we not flexing this game out, right? So we have the Patriots versus the Steelers. Yikes. All right. So are we looking for another primetime under? The total is sitting at 30. I mean, how can we go wrong with a 30 game, right? I mean, we're used to, these Thursday night games of teams at least maybe getting to 38 or 47 or something like that for totals. This one is pretty bad. I don't know, you guys. I don't know what you think. But yeah, I mean, the Patriots have literally averaged 4.3 points per game. I don't even know what to think about that. and that is with Mac Jones. And I don't know if Bailey Zappi is going to be any better. I mean, I saw even some, memes out there that were saying the college football playoffs have been, redone, and we're now putting in the Patriots for Alabama. I mean, even though we know that the Patriots would kick anyone's, butt in college, but it's just kind of funny because it just, I think, maybe goes to show if you have the best quarterback in football, you win a lot of games. So yeah, Jamal saying, "Hey, I think I'll just go ahead and take the under today." Right? I mean, it kind of looks like that might be the way it goes. And then for a side, I think I'm kind of looking at here. I'm kind of looking at the Steelers -6. They are hard to beat at home. I don't know. 6 is kind of a lot, but we will see. And Adrian even says, "What about just under the whole first half?" He says, "We're not going to make any adjustments. We're not going to, take the chance for any adjustments for a second half. Just take under the first half." Might be another good tip for sure. But yeah, I'm going to look at a couple player props and see what you think. Again, a lot of these are going to be under, right? I mean, a lot of these are going to be under. And I think the first one that I'm going to talk about is a little bit hard because you have Ramondre Stevenson that is out, right? But Ezekiel Elliott, he has gone under 91% of the time, under his yards. So under his yards of 60.5. And I think that the Pittsburgh line is going to just destroy these Patriots. So we'll see how it plays out. But I just think we're going to see lots of blitzing. We're going to see lots of harassing of the quarterback and getting to those folks in the backfield. I mean, Bailey Zappi, he's gone under his yardage 100% of the time as well. That's sitting at 157.5. So I'd take Bailey Zappi under 157.5. I'd take Ezekiel Elliott under the 60.9 yards. Then I'm going to go ahead and take a look at Mitch Trubisky, right? He has actually gone under as well, under his 181.5 passing yards in every single game that he's played for those Steelers. So I don't know. I don't have a lot of expectations. It's kind of not like what we did with Browning, right? Well, Browning had like 89 going into that Thursday night football game or Monday night football game. And then suddenly he, threw for 400. That's one I kind of stayed away from. But these here, I don't know if these are ones that we need to necessarily stay away from. Also, we know it's hard and windy there in Pittsburgh. So let's go ahead and I think still I'm going to go ahead and take George Pickens today. I think he's going to be one of the guys that gets a touchdown. He's actually had a touchdown in 5 of the last 6 Steelers games. Pickens also has recorded 53 plus receiving yards in his last 4 December games. Now, I know that's hard because we're dealing with a different quarterback, but a lot of times these teams do have trends with where they're going when they're, fighting for a playoff spot, right? So I'm also going to go ahead and go over, like I said, that 53 receiving yards, but there is a number on there that I also think is intriguing. They have the over 39.5 receiving yards that he's hit 58% of the time over the season long average there. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be crazy. So I'll just kind of recap real quick. I like Ezekiel Elliott under 60, but again, that's usually with Ramondre playing, right? So that's one you can put a little asterisk by. Zappi, I think he goes under the 157.5. I think JJ Watt's going to be everywhere tonight. I look at George Pickens probably to score a touchdown. I like him to record over the 53 receiving yards, but also, again, there is a number there for 39.5. Okay. Mitchell Trubisky has also gone under the 181.5 passing yard every single game. So it looks like if I'm going to put my money in on a same game parlay, they got the no sweats out there. I'm looking at a lot of underplays, except for Mr. Pickens. And you could kind of take a look at some of the running backs. I think that might be something that's maybe a little bit of intriguing. And Scott, he said, "Hey, what's up, Mindy?" He said, I have Bailey Zappi under 30.5 longest completion. And that's probably a good one too. I was trying to think here. Let me see if I can go back into it real quick. But they did have some of these stats that were kind of intriguing, I thought, too. Let's see where he is. Bailey Zappi. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those that he's hit that number of the 30 and a half like no times this season. Plus, you're sitting here with all of these players that are just injured, too. I mean, it's going to be crazy. If I was taking a look at the preview with all of the guys out, I mean, there are just an absolute ton of injuries. Let me see if I can get back to it here real quick. Yeah, so you have Devontae Parker, that's questionable. Same with Juju Smith-Schuster's questionable. I mean, I don't know who he's really going to have. Trent Brown is also questionable. I mean, I don't know if he's going to have any folks really to throw to. And then again, you have Najee Harris that's kind of questionable today. Yeah, I mean, it's just going to be a fun one, you guys. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be fun for sure. But thanks, Scott, for commenting. All right, you guys, that's pretty much all I have here today for you. Again, make sure you like and subscribe. Click on the bell to get the latest notifications. Also, if you're having trouble or you want some cappers just to do all of the hard work for you, you guys are busy folks out there and don't do this full time like myself. If you need a little bit of help, you could go ahead and just purchase a package and get our best of the best plays. And then also you can get 20% off. So make sure you visit Tony'sPicks.com. All right, guys, that's all I have. I got to go back and eat, my leftovers from the hibachi birthday extravaganza. I'll check you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.